Hi, my name is Dee. Welcome to On the Cutting Mat Studio. Today I want to show you all the things I made during my last sewing weekend, which meant that I started sewing from Friday afternoon and finished on a Sunday evening. So I'm just going to jump right into it. First up, I made the Thea boho sleeve shirt by Liberty. As you can see, I didn't add the boho sleeves because this is a present that I made for someone. I've made this pattern before, once for myself and then once for my mum. And this shirt is also going to my mum because she loves that shirt. I've seen her wear it a ton, which it feels really nice when you make someone a present and you see them wear it. Not everyone does, which is, it's a bit annoying when you put that much time and effort into it, but it is what it is. But I have seen her wear her Liberty blouse a million times, so I thought it would be nice to make her another one for her birthday. So I chose this Liberty fabric. It's a Tanalone, and I will put the links down below of where I ordered them from. It's a gorgeous fabric. It's lovely to sew with. It is a little slippery just because it's quite light and drapey, but nothing too bad. I made the version that has the hidden button placket because I thought that would elevate the look a little bit, and I added these buttons, just very simple flower buttons. I got them in John Lewis in the haberdashery section, which by the way keeps getting smaller and smaller, which is very annoying. Like, can we just not shrink it every time I go in? It's very annoying. This is a good pattern. It's explained very clearly. I maybe wouldn't say it's a beginner, but I think if you're a confident beginner, you can make this shirt. It has a yoke at the back with gathering here. I didn't like that it was meant to be top stitched along the yoke. Instead, what I did is I rolled it up with the burrito method and I sewed the two yoke pieces to the front shirt together so that everything was rolled up into the burrito, and now you can't see any top stitching because this fabric is so lovely. I didn't want to top stitch and take away from the fabric, and I also didn't have the exact matching color, and it has two colors, so I just didn't want to see the top stitching, so I didn't do that, but it still came out all right, I think. And I did have to unpick at the hem. I don't think you can see it anymore, thankfully, because I don't know what I did, but they weren't matching up when I put the buttons together. All that's left to do for this one is I need to open the buttonholes and then put it in a nice bag for her birthday, and then let's see what she thinks about it. Hopefully she likes it. I got this fabric from Fabrics Galore. I don't know if I've ever ordered from there before, but it came super quick. I entered the wrong address accidentally because when I was filling out my information, it filled it in automatically, and I was a bit tired and didn't notice that it had my old address because I moved recently. But they were super quick and they helped me change the address on the order, and it arrived, I think, in 2 or 3 days. I'm just checking how much it was. I ordered 2 meters of this and I still have a little left over. But I think on Fabric Galore and also Fabric Godmother, you can only order in half meter increments. So I didn't want to run out of fabric. So I got 2 meters instead of 1.5 meters. And altogether it was $49.60 to get this fabric. I hope my mom doesn't see this video because I don't want her to know how much it was. I hope they still have these fabrics so that you can browse. I'll put the links to everything below. The next thing I made is this dress. I got this fabric from Minerva through their brand ambassador program, and I made this cap sleeve dress with darts here, which I'm working on to become my next pattern, so keep an eye out for that. I think this will be a beginner pattern. It's a very simple make, but it does have a cool feature. It has a keyhole cutout at the back, and then a concealed zipper. So that's the only thing that is a bit tricky about this dress, I think. It has facing on the inside and a slit at the back so that you can walk easily. I will insert clips of what I can when I'm wearing these things, so to show you. I really like this fabric. It was easy to work with. It's a modal fabric from Minerva, and the fabric is called Flores de Medianoche, which, yeah, like midnight flowers, I think. And yeah, it's just a very gorgeous fabric. I think I didn't want to take away from the fabric by having multiple pattern pieces, which is why I thought having like very simple lines would work. And yeah, I've worn this. Maybe you can see it's a little wrinkled. I worn this yesterday and I really liked it. I think it's a really good dress for summer, but I think with tights you can wear it in the winter, and because the sleeves are cap sleeves, you can easily put on a cardigan over it. It's not gonna feel weird. So yeah, this is the second thing I made. Next up is this jumpsuit. This is the New Look 6446 pattern, and I have made this before. This is the belt. I have made this before, but it doesn't fit me anymore. I made it years and years ago, maybe even 7 years ago, and it doesn't fit me, but I used to love wearing that jumpsuit. So I thought, okay, here's the time, and I ordered this gorgeous fabric. It's a linen fabric. I think it's absolutely lovely. And maybe the pattern matching could have been better. I didn't really think about pattern placement because it's so busy, but this is a jumpsuit, but it has different versions. You can make a dress as well, a long skirt with a long skirt or a short skirt, and the jumpsuit you can make with shorts, but I really like this version. And yeah, I think it's a very simple, easy to follow pattern. It explains everything quite well in the instructions. It has pockets, which is great when you're running around, and it is lined on the bodice. I used just the white cotton that I had in my stash to do that, and it requires a zip at the back. It's also a concealed zip, and I can't remember if it asks for it, but I've put a hook and eye on the top. I do that with most of my clothes just to make sure the zipper stays where it's supposed to stay. Yeah, I really like the construction of this. No notes. I would recommend this pattern to everyone who's looking to do a jumpsuit. This fabric is a viscose linen mix, and it was $9.50 a meter. I ordered it from Fabric Godmother along with another jersey that I did not manage to sew because that would have been absolutely crazy. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things during the weekend, so a seventh, that's pushing it, I think. And then yeah, the inside was just cotton from my stash. Next up, we're halfway through another dress in this fabric. I got a little too much because I wasn't originally sure what pattern I wanted to make with it, and I made another dress. This one has princess seams. It's paneled at the back as well, just to give the skirt a little flare, so it's nice and easy to wear. It has thin straps that are adjustable and a facing on the inside, a concealed zipper at the back, and a hook and eye closure. So I'm also working on making this into a pattern for my Etsy shop, and hopefully you'll see it soon. I'm very excited. I really love these fabrics. I hope the pattern comes across on it because it was really nice working with it. I would recommend. Last but not least, I've got 2 more things. I've got the Tilly and the Buttons Frida shirt that someone recommended to me. Originally, I was going to make the Noah shirt with this fabric, But because I didn't have much time and I didn't want to do a trial version, which someone told me off for, and they were absolutely correct. So I looked up the reviews of the Noah shirt, and I found some things people mentioned that I didn't like about the construction of it. And at that same knit night where someone suggested to do the Tilly and the Buttons Frida shirt, thank you. And yeah, I want to thank you because I did. And to be honest, I didn't trial it because I've made Tilly's patterns before, and they are always quite oversized. So I just went with finished measurements on this one, and I measured one of my other tops to see what width at the bust I wanted based on how that one fit. And I went with size 2, even though I think my sizes were 4 or 5, I can't remember, but I think that would have been massively oversized. So I went with the finished measurements and I made a size 2. I like this pattern. It's very easy. It is beginner friendly. It was surprising to me that she didn't use the burrito method to attach the yoke. So again, I did that instead of top stitching. I don't like the look of top stitching all the time, and I think it's much cleaner this way, as you can see. So yeah, I was surprised about that because I know she does it in other patterns. My other gripe with this pattern was that the way you finish the hem, like, it's not pretty. I've been sewing for years and years, and this is not pretty because you finish the button placket and then you do the hem by folding it up twice, but the button placket is interfaced and it's already 2 layers, so you're folding up 3 layers of fabric essentially. And I don't know how she does it so that it's not ugly on the inside. It was quite tricky to fold it up and keep it pressed, so I would not recommend that. I really like the way the boho blouse is finished with the button placket, where you fold it, like, it's kind of incorporated, and then you make a snip by the hem. And so you finish the button placket and then separately you finish the hem, which means that you don't have to fold it up. I don't know, it just feels weird. But I love this fabric. It's such a gorgeous color. I got it from Minerva, and yeah, it is a pricier fabric. I think it's $20.99 a meter, but it is 100% linen, and that's what I wanted for summer. So I'm quite excited. I also ordered these buttons from Minerva to go along with it, and I am very happy with the result. And to match it, I made the long version of the Foxy Boxies. I've made the short version a couple of times, and I actually sized up this time around because I wanted to make sure that the trousers weren't going to be tight. Because it's elastic, you can adjust the waist. Even though the legs might be wider, you can just pull the waist in a little bit more. I thankfully still had some elastic that was this width, which I'm very happy about. I hate doing the 2 elastics. I think when you're wearing it, you can feel it. And for me, sometimes the top elastic kind of like folds down, which is not comfortable. But I really like these trousers. I've only worn them once to go to the shops before. So we'll test them out soon and I'll try and get a video. But I think it's a good combo for summer, especially if it will get very hot. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you liked watching me ramble on about these patterns and fabrics, give this video a thumbs up and follow this account, and I will see you next time.